The tough D was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Clock is at 3. And it's Dellavedova missing. Trailblazers trailed by 13. Brewer is just smart. Lets it go with the 3.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backcourt.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did. I don't think anybody knew where it was going to go.
There's the bucket. Good. And that's now 7 points for Cody Zeller. Dellavedova, the pass to Covington. And Thad Mello going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Dellavedova kicks to Randall. On its way from Dudley for 2. And again, it's Atlanta. And that does it for the first half of play. Hawks ahead, up by 15. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
A lot of action from Irving. He's got 13 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to run some screens for him, try to pop him open.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, I mean, that's pretty much what we've come to expect out of him.
Yeah, that's an open book on all you need to know about what talent he has. I'll bet he adds a lot more to that tally in the second half.
Teague out there with Jared Dudley. Then it's Scola. Then it's Damari Carey. And it's Verajao in at the center filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, Kevin, Terry Stotts led the Blazers to the second round last season, and he's now in his third year with the team. He spent a couple of seasons as head coach in Atlanta and Milwaukee, but this is his longest stint and the best talent he's ever had. As Stotts said, you never know if you're going to get another chance. Guys, he's certainly making the most of it.
Doing a great job. Thanks, Doris.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point. Well, the Pacers gave up a lot to acquire Luis Scola from Phoenix last season, especially for a player who probably didn't fit in the Suns' plans anyway. They gave up Miles Plumlee, Gerald Green, and a first-round pick. That shows you how highly they thought of the Argentine power forward. Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And Scola, now 34 years of age. His field goal percentage, Clark, has dropped for 5 straight seasons.
Yeah, and his turnover rate rose last season as well, despite primarily shooting from outside. And I think part of that was the fact that he was a rotational player in the reserve for the first time in his career. He's been a career starter until just last season. You know, he may not have the elevation or the height. He doesn't need it, though. The big fella throwing it down anyway.
He usually does save the high flying for the little guys, Clark. You're right.
You know, sometimes it looks like he's pinned to the ground, but when he gets positioned like that, he can put it down.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Teague dishes to Carroll. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good. 8 points for Teague.
And still perfect here in the second half. 4 for 4 from the field.
Here's Millsap. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2. Atlanta leading by 18. Here's Teague. And he gets it to go. Teague's got 4 points in the quarter.
I'm waiting for the fire alarm to go off the way they've come out blazing in the second half. That's 5 straight makes.
Irving drives in. O'Quinn, the pass to Irving. He feeds it to Batum. From deep.
Well, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victory.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
24 seconds.
Atlanta making some changes. Vitor Favarani's checked in for Verejao. Foy comes in for Jared Dudley. And it's Vasquez in for Jeff Teague. Millsap kicks to Irving. Rebound by Favarani. Pass to Carroll. Skolik kicks to Foy. And Irving comes to help. Here's Vasquez. Great D that time from Batum. That's good. Stuckey's got 4 this quarter.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Vasquez dishes to Foy. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. Vasquez has got his 5th assist in this one. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Grievous Vasquez, a 6'6" point guard out of Venezuela by way of the University of Maryland, is really a good passer and playmaker. Plays with a swagger and moxie that you love to see. You know, a couple seasons back, this guy averaged 9 assists a game.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Randolph comes in for Luis Scola. And Robert Covington subbed in for Damari Carroll. Atlanta leading by 20. Vasquez with it. And Zeller picks him up defensively. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And Vasquez with great size, Steve, for the point guard position.
And not an elite athlete, so he sometimes lacks the quickness to guard opposing point guards, but his height, his strength, and his grit and anticipation makes him really a viable option against a lot of different matchups in the league.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Atlanta's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Randy Foy is on the way. Inside. It's deflected. Melo with the steal. Feeds it to Zeller. He dishes it to Brewer. Tipped away. And now here comes Vasquez leading the break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
Smart kicks to Zeller. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Hawks making a switch here. Dellavedova's checked in. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Hawks.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And they've been knocking down the mid-range jumper as well.
Just 5 on the clock. From 18 feet away. And it's Portland with the rebound. Melo's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Butler kicks to Smart. Now the feed to Zeller. Some solid defense from Randolph. The Hawks leading by 20. Covington. Another shot. And it's Portland with the rebound. Melo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Melo sets the pick for Smart. Right side, Butler. Kicks to Brewer. And he gets it to go from the corner. Brewer's got 7 points. Brewer with the steal. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off. Perfect.
Dellavedova kicks to Randall. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Zach Randolph is a terrific rebounder and scorer. In his prime, you could just mark up 20 points and 12 rebounds a night, every night. He's a little bit on the downside now, but still a player you've got a game plan for.
The Hawks making a switch here. Brewer's checked in. Smart passes to Melo. Shot clock at 6. Smart kicks to Zeller. Portland needs to get off the shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Hawks leading by 17. Here's Dellavedova. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Covington. Let's go. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Here's Smart. Hits it from 3-point range. Smart's got 7 points.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. They gave him a wide open look there.
Randolph kicks to Covington. Brewer pushes to Dellavedova. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Adams, he's checked in for the Hawks. Scola comes in for Zach Randolph. Smart kicks to Butler. Brewer, the pass to Zeller. And there's the 3-second violation.
Foolish play. I mean, he's got to be thinking out there while he's playing.
Well, the lead's only going to get bigger unless they shore up those mistakes. They've got to tighten things up here.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Tamari Carroll's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Teagan for Matthew Dellavedova. Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. Zeller setting the pick for Smart. Butler from outside. Luis Scola with the rebound.